March Madness 2022 on the IndySlotCar Series is here and away. It's at the black track this time, the super fast oval. We're here for Selection Saturday, kind of the qualifying session. One seed is in right now, the number one seed. Look at that, Brad Core. It's his first ever pole position. He's the fastest car right now. There's your number two seed. It's Bill Black. This is hometown track. Number three, Mike Kristoff. What's this? No Strom, no Lack, no Wiedemann. What's going on? First, we got to put Joe Heights will be the fourth car right there. There's your bye. Your byes are set. Brad Core, Bill Black, Mike Kristoff, Joe Heights. Team Michael Shankin. That's Dan Margetta. He'll be fifth. The sixth seed is your race winner from a year ago. It's Steve Rist, the sixth. Seventh, right below him here. Lucky number 7. For the guy that finishes seventh every weekend a couple years ago, that's Matt Hayek. There's Dean Strom. He's an eighth. Dean Strom, and look, it is.
Leader by me right there.
Oh, look at that, right off the front. A very good first round matchup. Dean Strom, Mike Lack. 10th on the grid. That is Pete Dorn. Pete. He'll be taking on Matt Hayek. 11th. That is Ev Kamikawa, set to take on Steve Rist. And finally, 12th. Is Margetta and Wiedemann. They're rivals too. I think that could be a pretty good deal.
Look at these matchups, Dan. It's time for Danny. We've got all kinds of matchups. Number 1 and number 2 in points going against each other. Dan and John going against each other. All the rivalries are incredible today.
It's March Madness, and it's next. Our first marquee matchup is the one everybody's been talking about. It happened. It came out that way. 8 versus a 9. The most even matchup on the grid is Dean Strom in 8th, Mike Lack in 9th. They've been fighting for the championship all day. Get in here real quick, get a quick word if we can. Mike Lack, you drew Dean Strom right off the top.
I know. This is going to be a tough one tonight. That's all I can say. I don't know.
You don't sound very confident.
No, not at all. Not at all. You know, my past history here, never liked this track. But I got lucky at one of the other races here. Won once, but still kind of shaky.
All right, there's Mike Lack. It's a 1-minute race. Hey, you got the champ on the ropes, Dean.
So, North Carolina, I think, was an 8th seed.
Yeah, Marquette
today
was not.
Playing Marquette.
How'd that turn out?
I never liked Marquette.
Are you going to lay the smack down on Mr. Marquette over here? North Carolina, Marquette, 30 seconds in each lane. Highest lap total counts where they start. The other guy will finish. There they go. Dean Strom off for the early lead. He's got the lead on Lack, who's taking the high side. Strom in the yellow lane, right in the middle of the track. But the cushion is working for Lack. He's going to try to run him down. It's a 30 seconds in each lane. Right now, look how fast they go. Now there, Lack takes the lead from the top. That crashed. That crash for Lack could hurt. That could be almost a lap. Another wreck right there for Mike Lack off the top. He's going to have to make up some ground in the second half from the bottom. But just a few seconds, that's it. Here we go, Strom versus Lack. Sudden death here. To see who will advance, Strom with almost a 2-lap lead on... and Lack crashed again from the inside lane. The handling going away on the defending champion and your point leader. Strom is just going to take it easy right now. The first matchup of the night. Dean Strom takes down your point leader and defending champion. Strom moves on off his big win last week.
All right, our second race of the evening. Your 5 seed is Dan Margetta. Your 12 seed tonight is John Wiedemann, and John making a bold play by going for the green lane. Is this kind of a Hail Mary idea, John?
No, I ran good and green, so I think I'll run it.
There we go. Dan?
I looked good in practice. He qualified last. I should be able to beat him.
Talking smack. Let's see what happens. All right, we are underway in the first round. We've had a spin there for John. Whoa, that back end really swinging wide. Dan's got to be careful. So if he comes by there at the wrong time, that car might just throw him off. We're into the second half. John Wiedemann is behind. He's going to have to make up some time here in this yellow lane. He's getting by Dan now. Can he make up the same gap that Dan put him down in the first half? 4 laps down to Dan. And tumbles across the straightaway, and Dan Margetta advances. We continue with these first round matchups. Ev Kamikawa is your 11 seed. A little rough in qualifying there. Ev, what are you thinking about this race?
Well, I'm thinking it's going to be a tough matchup. Me and Steve are going to go head-to-head, and there's going to be two titans of this league going at it and banging on each other like that. That's the best man's going to come out on winning. That's going to be me.
Steve, what in the world can you say to that?
I'm just hoping to make her go. That's about the best I can do.
All right. This is the 6-11 matchup. Oh, a couple of fast cars here. Look at this. This is scary. Oh, and they both crashed together. Oh, side by side. Steve gets out into the lead there in that yellow lane. Last few seconds now. And a member of Squirrel Shagged Enterprises, Steve Rist, is on to the next round.
I'm going to snap into an ice cream sandwich.
Pete, we see you're excited about this first round matchup that you have against Matt Hayek. Being upset.
I'll try being upset. I'm upset.
Go for green.
All right.
Go for green.
Is that my choice?
Yeah, your choice. Yeah, it's been go fast, turn left.
Go fast, turn left. That's good instructions. All right, they're going to swap the yellow and red lanes this first round heat, the final first round matchup here. So far, Matt holding Pete off, but only by about a straightaway. Remember, these cars will swap into their competitor's lane for the second half. All right, Matt Hayek pulling away now from Pete. Just find it tough out there in that outside red lane for that number 5 CBD racing car. His teammates will be seen in these quarterfinal matches shortly. Matt Hayek is advancing to the next round.
Here beginning our second round, you'll see the first one up here. Pole sitter Brad Core and Dean Strom. Dan Margetta, Joe Heitz, Mike Kristoff, Steve Rist, Matt Hayek, and Bill Black. Those are the cars that are left right here in this March Madness. Here we go, a little bit longer. It's a minute in each lane now instead of 30 seconds. Twice as long. Dean Strom taking it to the pole sitter, but here comes Brad on the outside. Core working the top. Number 1 seat on the bottom. Brad, Core, Strom. Oh, and Core has a problem. It's a problem. Oh, right, another problem. The car's way different on the inside than it was up top. That lets Strom make up some ground. Oh, Brad Core loose, but he's going to try to... Brad has settled down after an early rocky start there, and into the final 10 seconds, now he's starting to reel Strom in, and that car is just very good for Brad Core. That 86 car is the best he's been all season, and Brad Core will move on to the semifinals. He takes down the Canadian strongman, Dean Strom.
So they're lining up for this next quarterfinal matchup. Joe Heitz, MSR, versus Dan Margetta from Misfits Motorsports. And, oh, Joe's kind of like zenning out. So you're going chill. And what about Dan?
He's carnage, I'm destruction, and destruction's more dangerous.
Big talk from a little man.
Ooh, all right. So we got the smack talk happening. Let's see what happens on the track. Joe Heitz out front early on by about a straightaway over Dan Margetta. Now Dan's got to drive that car. He's working hard out there in that blue lane. Joe is almost going to put Margetta down a lap here. Margetta crashes between 3 and 4, and Heitz tumbles into him. Can't shake. Oh, and Margetta again just slips out of that yellow lane between 3 and 4. And that probably, oh, and now he crashes down the back straightaway. And that is about it for Margetta.
Like I said.
As the Joe Heitz will advance to the semifinals tonight.
The number 3 seed and the number 6. Steve Rist in 6. 3 seed Mike Kristoff. Steve Rist takes the blue lane right next to him. That's side by side. The other half, Michael Shankin Racing, Mike Kristoff, he's got to win this season. Steve Rist, he won this race a year ago. A minute in each lane for this round 2 matchup. And, ooh, Kristoff, very fast off the gate. Like a missile, runs to the lead. But Rist is hanging with him. He's not letting him get away. Really working on the outside on that blue lane. He's starting to reel him in. Rist is coming back. We got our first real good matchup here. Rist will take the lead. This could have some big consequences for the second half as Riss has really got the pedal down. Look at him go. Let's get right down here and see the speed right here. Look at it come down here. Both of them. Wow, side by side. Barely in front now is Steve Riss. 5 seconds to go. Look how fast they're both running. Riss has really got that power down. Kristoff might be all. It looks like that's all he's got. That car's got nothing else. Riss, boy, I can't say he sandbagged in qualifying, but whatever they found in that Riss machine, it is stuck to the ground, and he will not come off. He looks like he's going to knock off the number 3 seed, and there it goes. Steve Riss moves on. Like Kristoff will be done for the night. And Riss moves on to the next round.
It is the last of the quarterfinal matchups. You've got second place qualifier Bill Black, Angry Squirrel Speed Sports Matt Hayek. Oh, and a big crash out there on the straightaway for Bill. That is going to be costly out there. Matt Hayek just keeping it clean. And again, a crash for Black. The hometown hero might be sending the crowd home early tonight. And another wreck on the outside there for Black. So the bottom half of the bracket, it looks like the upsets are prevalent. And Matt Hayek is going to advance to another final four, as he has been doing consistently here lately. And that's it. Matt Hayek takes the only Angry Squirrel Speed Sport car into the Final Four. A good driver makes sure that he keeps the social media informed on what's happening. Brad Core is on top of it. And then Joe Heights is the other member of this semifinal matchup. This is your 1 versus 4. They're side by side to start. Joe down there in that shorter green lane around, but it is trickier to get there. Meanwhile, Brad out there consistently quick. About a lap, almost 2 lap lead. About a lap and a half. Joe's making up some ground here. Running quickly in that green lane. A crash now for Brad Core coming out of turn 3 into 4. And now Joe is just a lap down on the inside green lane with 20 seconds left in this first half. Oh, and another crash for Brad now. And Joe goes out to the lead, coming to the first half end. Joe Heights brought a lead into the second half, and he has continued to extend that lead over Brad Core. Your top seed right now is on the ropes. Last 10 seconds. Joe Heights continues to lead. Oh, and now a crash out on the straightaway back there. And that's going to pretty much seal the fate. And there it is. Michael Shank Racing has another big night. Here we go. Our second semifinal. It is Steve Riss, your 6th seed. 7th seed, Matt Hayek. A couple of upsets in the quarters. So who amongst these two will advance? Oh, and a slightly out of the lane there for Steve. That allows Matt down there in that green lane to advance. Again, that's that technical lane. Talk to Dick Vitale about these upset winners.
Well, I'm telling you, baby, we've had lots of upsets tonight, and everyone's bracket is busted as part of that.
Steve holding on to almost a lap lead now. Matt Hayek was at the wrong controller. Oh, no. Is there enough time to get by him, though? Oh, again, the back end of Riss' car continues to fly. Oh, and there he's off in turn 4. That allows a lap back. Now it's a 1-lap lead, 30 seconds left. And it looks like Matt doesn't have much for him at this point. A surprising Steve Riss continues to knock him down. Oh, the tail end of that Riss car comes popping out. He's got to keep it clean now and keep Matt in front of him. Oh, and he crashes. And Matt goes to the lead. That's the gap on the track, and that's it. Matt Hayek pulls it out at the last second with a crash by Steve Riss between 1 and 2. Wow, that's a shocker. Holy cow! It
is the final of March Madness here at the Black Track. Mad Hayek, the second half of the season has been incredible. You got a couple of wins and you keep coming back and back. What is it tonight? Do you think you got the mojo? You got the juice? You got it going?
I hope so. You know, I started on the lower rung of the ladder. I'm slowly working my way up to the top.
Well, you are in the final. So now, what is the key point of this race?
To annoy Joe.
Go by Joe. All right, now strategy-wise, you can't beat that. So this guy's also looking for one shining moment. You've won a race this year. I think that's 2 or 3 for your career, or something like that. So, well, there you go. And your team, floodgates open.
A little bit. It's trickling out. Nothing yet.
Okay. Well, you've had floodgates this whole second half of the season. So what do you got from Matt Hunt? There's a couple of wrestlers over here.
Sturdy Stream.
Strong, sturdy Stream, Joe, and we got Mad Matt. Who's going to win this final? Well, let's bloody well find out, everyone, eh?
We're hearing from the Michael Shanker radio that that Joe's starting to cramp up out there. Evidently, he didn't hydrate very well.
He's got cramping, baby, and you know, that's something that you don't typically hear from Joe. So he likes to go camping, not cramping.
Joe continues to hold a sizable lead here as we go into the second half. Hayek is now tempting Joe to pull out even higher.
He won't go full throttle.
This is rare. We don't usually get to talk to the drivers during the final.
Joe Crockett, you've been accused of not going full throttle. What do you say to that?
I'm not.
He said he's not going full throttle. What can you do to make it?
What can make him go full throttle? He's a wimp. He won't go full throttle.
Only real men go full throttle.
Joe, you just got called a wimp and not a real man. What do you think about that?
His car is shit. He has to go full throttle to keep up.
He just said your car is shit. What do you think about that?
Well, he has the cheater car. You know, his boss picked the car for him.
I think you were just called a not real man for not taking your own car. What do you think?
Jealousy is a mistress that, I don't know. You know what?
He's at a stud. He's at a loss for words. You got him on the ropes.
I have him on the ropes. Should I go from the top buckle, elbow, or knee?
Go for either one. Why not both?
Yes, both. From the top ladder.
He's coming for you with an elbow and a knee. I don't know what that means.
With those rubber bones? Come on. Like it's gonna hurt.
Crocky, mates, they're gonna go. I gotta go to the Billabong and get some to Tucker. Holy cow. These two drivers have gone through the field. We've got about another 10 seconds, and Joe Heights has got his chance to win his second race of the season, third in his career. He's counting it down. He can hear every nut and bolt in that car, every nut in the fan in the stands. And there it is, your winner, Joe. He takes it.
Full throttle. I'm going full throttle.
Here in Victory Lane for March Madness, the winner 2022, the grand tournament is Joe. Carnage Heights, Joe.
Floodgates.
I said the theme is floodgates. They were we wonder if they were open or not, but you sure proved them wrong tonight.
We sure did. I had a fast car. I just had to beat the top seed, which was Brad. He was super fast, but pulled it off, and then.
Man, Hayek put up a little bit of a challenge there. I mean,
He sure did.
And we have track owner Bill Black coming with the net. You get to cut the net down.
You know, I don't know how the floodgates can open at half throttle, but, you know, I've never seen anybody run a main at half throttle before and win. Just did it. Outstanding. Congratulations. Outstanding. Great race, man.
Floodgates. That's the word today. We're going back to the road course, back to the Shrine in a couple about 2 weeks' time, and we'll see you there.
The IndySlotCar Series thanks you for watching the IndySlotCar channel.
Dean Strom right there, right? No, that's Joe. Well, Joe's fourth. We got a problem here, Dickie. Take that thing off. That's the wrong one.
I told you that's the wrong car. That's the wrong guy. It's Joe. It's not Dean. We got a problem, baby. Yes, it's Sniper Dandy, baby. Let's gonna win. Ah!
Somebody get that guy a glass of water.
Steve, I think we got a guy who needs a bud.
We'll see ya when we see ya. That's the way we sign out. Jerry Tapp says, good day and better tomorrows. We'll say we'll see ya when we see ya.